it said in my research that when you would take your lunch breaks,
Yeah.
instead of you just taking a break and relaxing, you were doing things like practicing your typing.
Yeah,
and
well, that was when I moved, first of all, I stayed at Saks Fifth Avenue, and I forget how long, but it's immaterial. It was a good amount of time. First of all, I came there and I was just unloading trucks.
Okay.
But you know, the thing that I've always done, and this came from my mother, Ruby. And Ruby was not a literate woman. She just cleaned other people's houses. But you know, the thing that Ruby was, she was the strongest human being I've ever met. Not physically, but she was pretty strong physically also. And I felt the strength of what she was on my back. And she'd make me drop my pants when she wanted to beat my butt. She wanted to get to the flesh.
So you get to the meat of the matter, right?
To the meat of the matter, yes indeed. But Ruby was no nonsense. And it's because of Ruby really that I'm here.
Praise God.
Because she gave me values.
Yes. Come on.
And I knew that she absolutely meant business, but I knew that she loved me also.
Praise God.
And that's
She
what it's
loved me.
about.
And so with Ruby, the domestic worker, she was not the high school dropout or any of that, but she taught me to always do my best and to be my best. And I knew that if I did something that Ruby told me not to do, she would really beat me. And not just but she would really, but so I learned the value of the truth. I learned the value of being the best Wally that I could be in all situations, not just sometimes, but all the time.
Okay.
And so I learned that very, very early on. So that's what I did.
So that was part of your work ethic.
Absolutely. And Ruby had taught that to me. And Ruby cleaned other people's houses and did the best she could to take care of me. And
Okay.
she and my father ultimately divorced, and I moved to New York at the age of 12 to live with Aunt Della. But you know, the one thing that Ruby didn't have that was created a handicap for me most of my life. Ruby didn't have an education, but Ruby had tons of common sense, integrity, honesty. Those, I'd rather have those than math.
Yes.
And Ruby was
Because that's character.
Absolutely, and you can get the other stuff wherever you know it is.
Right.
But Ruby had tons of integrity, and she didn't take any stuff from anybody either. Just being just because she was a domestic never meant that people could tell her what to do. Yeah, Ruby used to go clean people's houses, and they would stay home and watch Ruby work, but only once. And they wouldn't finish that.
After that, she got into
it. Look, Ruby, they hired Ruby. You don't clean your house, then you clean your house. But
Wow.
they hired Ruby because that's what she did. And she was the best. And she had nothing but integrity, hard work. And Ruby had values that went so deep, man. Yeah.